Why speech class? People usually reserve speech class for middle school or high school students. Why are we teaching speech starting at kindergarten and going every grade up? Well, according to the Yale Center for Teaching and Learning, that estimates that 75% of all people suffer from the fear of public speaking. In academic training, speaking skills are rarely taught in any formal sense, which may increase anxiety and discomfort. Yet public speaking is one of the most important skills. It's the same reason you start early with teaching your kids to say please and thank you, right? If you start early, it really isn't that hard. It isn't that big of a deal. So at our beginning stages, it looks a lot like show and tell. It looks like bringing something in and talking about it in front of a group. And at that point, they're learning how to look at their audience and how to keep their hands from looking awkward. And just standing in front of a group and saying something is difficult. And so our goal at that point isn't the content, it's being able to be up front and facing that fear. And so because they start with facing that fear when they're little, when we want them to start working on content, when they get into the upper elementary grades and middle school, they can focus on content because we've dealt with the fear. Being up front is comfortable. They learn how to deal with their body and making their body look comfortable. We've worked on eye contact, so then we can work on intonation, voice control, persuasive speaking techniques. And so as they grow up into public speaking, they can work on the skills later because we dealt with the fear early on. I love watching the kids as they go from kindergartners that struggle to be up there and maybe even bring up a friend for moral support so they're not standing up in front of the group alone, to the end, listening to them give a persuasive speech or a debate and having the confidence and the comfort to be able to stand in front of a group. I've asked those kids, what do you use public speaking for? Which of your parents uses public speaking? And they can go around and almost all of them. Their parents use public speaking for something. Some people, it's to present a project that they've worked on at work. Some, their parents are pastors and they speak all the time. I'm a mom and I stay at home with my kids and I teach them. And guess what? I go and speak to groups of women. I get to speak to groups of kids and I use speaking skills and I'm a mom. There's no reason why they can't have ability to speak persuasively, confidently, pass on information clearly, no matter what they want to become. And we're going to start that by teaching the foundation of public speaking through easy to do, wherever the parents are at, wherever the kids are at. The goal isn't about becoming the best public speaker, but being comfortable and competent with whatever it is that they need to communicate.